All right, there are the perks. Thank you guys for watching and have a nice day. No, I'm just kidding. So, today I'm going to be talking about the DE-ATOMIZER 9000, which was kind of a surprise for me personally because as of recording this, it came out yesterday on the 10th of July, and I had no idea and was spending all day doing not Fortnite. So, I'm a little late to the party, but not too late. So, this is hands down probably the best weapon they've added in a very, very long time. And for some very suspicious reasons. So, in terms of launchers, I've heard it called the best. I've heard it called the worst. Personally speaking, I'd say it's top tier. I don't like to call any weapon best because a lot of people have been saying it outclasses the Santa's Little Helper, which in some situations it definitely does. But I feel like Santa's Little Helper still has a few perks, considering it has a longer range, it can shoot from further away, and the explosion is perfectly good, and it seems to be on par with the DE-ATOMIZER, and of course the projectile is a lot faster, so it's a little bit easier to use in normal combat. But the DE-ATOMIZER 9000 I say for suspicious reasons because from what I've seen, it does a glitched amount of damage, meaning it's saying on my spreadsheet here that, or on my stats sheet, that it's doing 65,000, but you can see from this gameplay footage that it's doing well over 300,000, 200,000. I was watching Tic Tac stream yesterday for a long time because I didn't have time to pick up this weapon myself, and it was doing like 700k when he was using Rex Jonesy as his lead. I don't think Rex Jonesy alone would have made that change, but there were a couple of other factors, like if I can find her. I don't even think I have her, but Demolitionist Penny. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Right on her. She increases your launcher damage by 17% and 50% in the lead. Trust me, before we go any further, you don't need her. And I'm not really going to be covering any launcher perks, because personally speaking, I don't think that there are any launchers in this game that can be used as a primary weapon outright. They're just too expensive and not worth it. And that's why in all of the gameplay footage you'll see today, I'm using it on my regular soldier loadout. I'll show that just for completionist sake here. You can see this is what I'm running. This does very little to help my launcher, and that's important. So Saurian Might, I think, helps it. Yeah, 3% of my health goes to my ranged weapon hit, and that's pretty much it. Mad Tidings might also help. I think this is ranged weapon as well, not assault weapon. So that might give it a little bit of an edge, but I wanted to give this like a legitimate test because as a player who likes this loadout and uses it enough to call it my main loadout, this is what I'll be running most of the time when I'm using this launcher. So I don't want to give it its own specialized loadout, maximizing its damage, skewing the results. I want to see real world, real class, what is this going to do? And it impressed. It's very, very, very good. This launcher might be bugged, and that's why I'm saying it's suspicious. That damage is nowhere near what it should be hitting for. Like, it's saying 65,000, I'm getting over 300, and in some cases 700. So, like, I think there's something bugged about this weapon, but personally, I don't think they should fix it. I think it's pretty balanced. Like, you get, with durability, maxed out, you'll get 43 shots, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So every shot takes, 1 damage, or 1 damage to the durability. I don't know how the durability perk works exactly. I don't know if that's like a percent to use. I don't know, because I was seeing in one of the DE-ATOMIZERs that I was shooting, the durability didn't go down exactly. So right now I'm at 28.5. Not 100% sure how that's possible if it takes 1 durability per shot, but never minding, you effectively get 43 shots, and that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot for a rocket. The Santa's Little Helper with 1 durability perk the way that I run it, if I even have one remaining here, gets about 22 durability, which is about, I don't know, 26 shots, 25, whatever it is, which is pretty good. You rounding a bit, get about double shots on the DE-ATOMIZER, which is a lot for a rocket launcher, but the damage is kind of there. I feel like they should keep it because it's usable this way. If they lowered the damage to what the sheet says it should do, 65,000, I'd stop using it. Like, they would ruin this weapon. The explosions that expand out after every kill is nice. I mean, the ring that expands after every kill is pretty low damage, negligible, but the explosions that go out after every hit is kind of what makes this weapon unique and makes it fantastic for encampments. I didn't get any footage running an encampment, but we did do a storm chest, so you guys can kind of see what this does for crowd clearing. It's pretty good. And every once in a while, those explosions will kind of build up, and you'll hit all of them on a smasher or something, and you'll just one-shot it. So finally, 5 minutes into the video, let's get to the perks and why I picked these. So I'm running crit damage, crit rating just because of how many shots you get and how easy it is to spam it. This is one of those weapons where it has a heat capacity. I haven't found it necessary to use anything relating to how much heat you can use or the cooling rate. It just seems to be completely fine. You get about 4 shots before it starts to overheat, and even then the wait time isn't that bad at all. If you just space your shots, you'll be completely fine. So I don't really think there's any need to even worry about that. Durability, I think, is the best way to go, though, just to give it more shots. Most rockets need them. The Santa's Little Helper being so powerful, I've always ran it with a durability perk, just because double damage perks and physical is completely fine. That decimates everything. And in my testing today, it's about on par with the DE-ATOMIZER, so, you know, this isn't about the Santa's Little Helper, though. For the durability, it's good to have. So if we can get back to the sheet here, please. I would recommend using your own opinion for this, because having triple damage on this will be a lot more consistent. I found in the mission that I played, this does enough base damage to be fine most often, but when it crits, it does a crap ton of damage. So I think a damage perk instead of an extra crit damage perk might be best, and triple damage would be the most consistent. Most rocket launchers, I always recommend damage just because you don't have that many shots and you want every single one to count. When you're getting 43 shots on this thing, it doesn't matter as much, so you kind of need to use your own judgment. I know this video is best perks, but I'm really just going to talk about the best options here because I don't think it's been clearly defined. This gun hasn't even been out for 24 hours yet. So I'm running crit rating double crit damage. This very well might change to damage double crit rating crit damage, because overall damage per second and damage over time a crit build is going to be better. But like I said, you want to maximize your per shot damage. And that's pretty much all there is to talk about. We have the most overpowered new weapon I've seen in a long time. It might very well be bugged. Go pick it up. Definitely perk this up. Definitely use it for as long as you can. If it gets a nerf, I'm sure it'll be eligible for a reset. If it doesn't get a nerf, then you should be using it anyway. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this slightly late video, and have fun. And if you guys really enjoy the channel, you should become a patron so you can be on my end screen just like these guys. They support my channel every month, and thank you guys. Also, you should check out one of these videos.